Sure, fire away.
Hello! Welcome to this episode of the FANMEN podcast. I'm DJ Gove.
Chris Davis. And Dick Knuckles.
Giggles McGee.
Sean O'Grady. I'm so tired. I'm
What
punchy.
the hell is a dick knuckle?
I don't know.
Is your dick long enough to have a knuckle? Is it like jointed?
It's where the extender was put in.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hinged.
It's
Yeah.
hinged.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you can like fold it back.
Hinged for her pleasure.
Huh.
Yeah. I don't know how we got there so rapidly.
Good night, everybody.
Because the last thing you said was dick knuckle. I
Allegedly.
can tell you exactly how we got there.
Allegedly.
Uh-huh.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so first up, we just, as we were sitting down the table, it popped up on the interweb. The test footage of Robert Pattinson in the sparkly Batman costume came out.
It wasn't sparkly.
It wasn't sparkly.
He's Sparkle Man.
And let's not kid, it's not test footage. That is the costume.
That is the costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're done.
It
No,
looks
camera
like
test. Camera test.
Yeah.
it looks like the Arkham video game.
It's like a video game.
stuff.
Just like the
Yeah.
Arkham game.
Your armored chest plate, the hinged shoulders.
Yeah.
Which doesn't particularly, I don't find it good or bad. I think it's okay. I really did like the Batfleck, setup.
The Frank Miller look.
Yeah.
But one day you wake up and you realize you're not Batman anymore.
Yeah. You're
But it
not
does-
even Thomas Wayne.
but it doesn't bother me, though. Seeing his jawline and facial structure in the cowl, it didn't thrill me.
He doesn't have Ben's
he's not-
protruding jaw. I mean, Ben looked like
Well,
a
he's just he's got a little less beefy face. He's got a little more pointy jaw. That said, I don't really care. I think, is it in
It'll
the
be
context of good movie and good performance? If it is, great.
I am happy it seems that they're going gray and black instead of just all black again in a movie, which is
Yeah.
nice.
Hey, do you know if
Although they
it's-
specifically make it so you can't tell
You can't, but
Yeah,
it looks
'cause
like there's a
it's in-
color
because they give
difference
you
in
a red background.
Yeah.
it. Oh, yeah,
Like, it's-
yeah.
Are they, is this in the same universe as the new Birds of Prey movie?
They have not
I don't
said.
believe so. I think they're just kind of
I think nothing's connected anymore.
not nothing. I mean, Crisis did connect a good chunk of it.
Yeah, no, but they came out and said they're not going out of their way to make some big grand MCU kind of deal. So
Yeah, they're not trying to force any of that.
because it failed fucking miserably.
Yeah. Okay.
And
But-
yeah, DC has an Academy Award and Marvel does effects things. I'm just saying.
That's true. Yeah. So
I mean, we do have a best actor
the second
in a
time
DC.
a Joker has won Best Actor at the Oscars.
Oh, that's right. Two
Mhm.
DC
Two
Academy
DC
Awards.
DC
Academy
Oscars.
Awards. Yep.
No time travel, 2 Academy Awards. It's amazing. How did that work?
I don't think that's
I
how
think there's a
works.
direct correlation. Fuck you.
So yeah. So
Amazing. The Academy rewarded something different.
Yeah. So you guys did see Birds of Prey.
yes.
I have not. So
Speaking of
obviously
different.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
That was very
well,
it was a
following
different
along,
take.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was. Yeah. It was out there. I think I told you. So
By you, he means me.
yes. I'm sorry. Yes. I meant Chris. So and we just kind of had
Not a video.
we just had a little
medium.
argument this year. So it didn't make, according to an article I read,
You read.
it did not make what
Headlines
they.
on the interwebs.
Yes, it did not make what they had hoped it was going to make its opening weekend.
You mean what they had put out in the press that it was going to make?
What the estimated
Oh, it's
projection.
going to
Put out-
open at 110.
No, I think they had it at 57.5 or something.
No, it
45.
but somebody somewhere said it was tracking at 110. That came
That
out
was- yeah.
and
It
it
did.
wasn't. Yeah.
110 to 135 or
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that.
And so
Well, because Suicide
some-
Squad did like 118, right?
So either somebody's tracking and predictions are fundamentally flawed, or somebody put out bullshit numbers.
Well, you know what I think they just track like tweets and hashtags and shit like that now.
Yeah, that's not
think it's movie
statistically
tickets.
valid.
No, and in this day and age, you can't really gauge based off of moviegoers. You have no idea.
Yep.
Yeah.
Numbers are way the hell down.
So one thing that happened was, as we were just talking about, they changed the title of it as far as how movie theaters present the movie, like on marquees and probably on it's on movietickets.com, etc. The movie's now called Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey.
They're no longer burying the lead.
Correct. Which is So I think I told you when we were texting, the marketing team for this movie should have been fired out of a cannon to the fucking sun.
What was the original long title?
Birds of Prey, the fabulous
the emancipation of
Harley
one
Harley Quinn, or
something like that. Yeah,
some
Harley's at the
stupid
very
fucking title.
end.
Yeah.
But also, the trailers that you saw on TV were for a totally different fucking movie.
Oh yeah.
The movie's stellar.
The movie's awesome.
The movie is ripped right from the comic.
I'm primed to enjoy it. I'm not worried about it.
You'll like it.
Yeah,
You will.
it has my one thing I took out of it was it has the comic violence that from the Jimmy and Amanda run that I did not expect to be in the movie. Like there's some brutal shit in this movie.
There's a Deadpool feel to it.
There is. We had said it. They did
It's
Deadpool
got a
better than Deadpool.
kind of vibe to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
The movie should be playing way better than it is right now.
Yeah. I had one little problem with I didn't like the way they did Canary. And I thought Montoya was a little too old for what she could have been fitting into the movie. I would like they went a little bit younger with the Montoya thing.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because you could that way because now you kind of can't possibly backdoor Batwoman in somehow kind of thing. So.
Chris?
But you could do Montoya as the Spectre,
Oh yeah, you could.
which that storyline happened. So
Yeah,
So,
you could do that again.
One question. You don't need to know anything about any of those characters you just mentioned to enjoy this movie. Is it kind of, because like you could go into Deadpool without knowing anything and enjoy it as a funny action movie.
You
you
should
could
know
enjoy
who-
this.
yeah.
You could.
You should know who Harley is a little bit. You should know Joker's girlfriend.
But they give you the backstory in the
They
first.
do it without even showing the Joker, which was kind of nice.
They give you enough in the first few minutes that
Yeah, in Huntress, it doesn't matter. You don't need to. They explain her.
they give you her origin.
Canary.
give you-
And like you don't have to know anything about.
It helps if you know Canary.
Yeah, what's her name there? The kid.
That kid.
Why am I blanking?
Oh, Harley's little sidekick there at the end.
Cassandra Cain. You don't have to know anything about. They don't even. So Cassandra Cain in the books was a Batgirl at one point in time. She took over after Stephanie Brown. You don't have to know
Right.
any of that stuff.
Yeah.
No, they just name drop it.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't have to know anything about Black Mask because they kind of. I don't want to.
Are you spoiling?
No, I'm not. They redo him in a different way than I remember from the books I read with him in it. He's kind of a different character. He's great. McGregor kills it.
I can't remember many times in the books you ever see him without his mask on.
Yeah, and he's not the
It's the same name.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
It is.
But you never see him. I mean,
No,
you
they
only
give
catch
him
it at the
they
end.
give him like a different angle, personality wise, which is actually kind of funny.
He was amazing.
He
crushed
killed
it.
it. He killed it. And Margot Robbie did a great job too. She's awesome as that character.
She's
Nice.
Harley that was written in the comics.
Yeah.
She's exactly the character you see in the Jimmy and Amanda
It's
run.
the new 52 run.
I love that
So,
one.
and you're going to see her again in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Nice.
She's locked in for a little while.
Yeah. So yeah, it was I was surprised because I didn't know what the hell it was gonna be. I saw the trailer, I was like, what the hell? Like, I don't get it. And that's because the trailer was so fucking horrible.
It'll be interesting to see where it ends up because it's made for vastly less money than any of the other movies that we've seen
Oh yeah, it was a cheapo.
in the $84 million, $84.5. So
And that's with marketing, right? Estimated?
they'll be in the black in no time. I think they were just there opening weekend worldwide
Yeah, because it made like 90.
before distribution and all
yeah, all
that.
that
Yeah,
crap.
it just got just over 90, I think.
Yeah, I mean, there's no like toys and stuff like that sell with it, but which is weird because normally you figure with Harley there'd be this just pouring of crap out there, but
Pouring of crap indeed.
there'll be 95 Halloween costumes.
We've gotten a pouring of crap. You can go to Hot Topic and get any outfit you want.
That's true. Yeah, they get the T-shirts and stuff like
I'm
that.
gonna buy Sean one of those jackets with the tassels.
And the I shave my balls for this T-shirt.
He'd look awesome in that.
There's a T-shirt in the movie that says I shave
He
my
must
balls
have
for this
lost a
with a
bet
question mark.
somehow.
Yeah,
I'm gonna dress you up for the next
All
episode.
right.
yeah, it's a
I don't know about that.
so, and it does
go
wonders
see
for
the
the
movie.
it does wonders for the egg sandwich community too. Because I can't eat eggs, and I came out of that thing. I was like, "Fuck, I want a bacon, egg, and cheese on a hard roll so bad right now." And I'd die
like
if I ate
egg
it. So.
sandwiches.
Yeah, there's some things what they focused on in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were smart in some of their choices, where
Yes.
just reoccurring things that ended up kicking through or that really played well.
Yeah, and I think you if you're watching the current Harley Quinn cartoon on the DC universe,
Yeah.
you appreciate the movie too because there are similar tones, even though there's totally different character choices in it.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, that cartoon is fucking
much
awesome.
so.
By the
I
way,
haven't watched
oh
it
my
yet.
god, is it good?
Not for children.
No,
Not for children.
That is exactly the Jimmy and Amanda run. Exactly. So yeah, so he changed the name of it. It has a real good rating on like Rotten Tomatoes and Cinema Trends and all that stuff.
Yeah,
but-
it's like north of 80 on
Yeah.
both.
Wow.
I mean, it came out, the reviews first weekend were like 92% on
Yeah,
Rotten Tomatoes. I mean,
Yeah, so I mean,
It was
if
through
you're
the
if you're
roof.
up in the air about it, just go see it because everything they put out there marketing wise was wrong. It's a different movie.
I hope to see it. I don't know if I'll make a theater or
Yeah,
not.
no.
I'm traveling next week, so I guess there's a chance, but I won't have a car, so I don't think I'm going to see it.
They have this thing called the Ubers. They'll come pick you up.
Oh, there you go. The
And they'll
Ubers.
take you where you want to go.
That's true, but I couldn't make it before like a 7:30 showing, and that's past
Then
my
your bedtime's
bedtime.
an hour later. And yeah,
Of
no,
course,
you need to
also I'm going to be in Central Time, which means it'll actually be even later. So it just
San Antonio?
San Antonio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be a draft house.
Ooh.
Let me work on that
you've
for you.
Changed everything.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
I might not have seen it yet if it wasn't the fact that I had the kid up in Maine last weekend, and Harley's her favorite character, and she was like, "We're going to Harley, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, we'll go to Harley." No
Yeah, no. If
that's
there's
her
a
jam. So
if there's a draft house, I could make a potentially a midweek, like 5:30 showing or something.
San Antonio, and there's a draft house there. Holy shit. How did that happen?
It's
there you go. Problem solved.
I have discovered that if I had been able to book my travel further in advance, JetBlue flies direct in and out of Austin.
Mhm.
And that
Yes,
would have
they
been
do.
much better than my
Yeah.
Delta adventure that's almost guaranteed to screw me through Atlanta both directions.
Yeah, you're screwed.
United through Chicago to Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah,
No
that's
JetBlue to Wisconsin, unfortunately. I cried when I found that. It's like, I'm going, okay, I'll go away for work. Oh, no JetBlue.
nah.
Oh, like next Tuesday, there's a 10, a 1, a 4, a 7, a 10. You're all good.
Now wait a second. I fly in. I might be able to just go the first night I get there.
See?
Yeah, go check it out.
I'll have to look at
It's
that.
a cool
That's what I do. I help solve problems.
Yeah, but I'm traveling with a buddy that I don't know if he'll be up for it or not.
Is he another adult male?
He is an adult
Oh,
male.
You get to stare at Margot Robbie for an hour and a half.
There
What's
you
so
go.
wrong with that?
Or adult male. I mean, they should be fairly functional. They can take care of themselves
Oh, yeah.
from one
All right.
moment.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's,
Ditch the guy.
yeah, but it's,
Anyway,
oh, you don't want to go? Okay.
I'm
I'll see you when I
glad you
get
guys
back.
saw it. It definitely sounds, I'm excited
Yeah,
to see it.
it was really cool.
I have not had a time to go out to the movies at all recently. Haven't been home that much. Just keep getting home late. But we did spend. I decided to force my kids and wife to watch Lock and Key with me, which just came out on Netflix. And I'd read a bit of the comic series, though I don't think I finished it. But it's been pretty damn cool.
The reviews have been stellar.
Yeah,
And
it's the
people
production
over the
values
top on it.
and the story itself. Because I don't remember where it goes, it's even better because
Yeah, that's even better.
but highly recommended. You should definitely check it out.
Excellent.
Really well done.
I'm still so far behind. I'm in the middle of Watchmen, for God's sakes.
Yeah, I'm
juggling
watch that.
catching up on Watchmen and staying current on The Outsider.
The Outsider continues to be.
They are
of the
nailing
park.
that
Yep.
book
Yep.
again and again and again.
And
Yeah.
I'm also watching
It's-
Picard, which
I have to start that too. I'm so fucking out of
It's
it.
the list is getting longer and
Yeah.
longer.
On the nights I don't have to work for one of the jobs or do something else crazy, like I'm working on building some like mounting stuff for all my figures in my office. 'Cause I have to work from home a lot more, so I got to make some room in the office and shit, and trying to just figure other stuff out. So yeah, there's plus last weekend I went up to Maine for another road show. Chris went to a bunch of road shows, and it's been no time.
One or two.
Or
Yeah.
all of them.
I'm almost done.
Almost done.
Almost done.
That makes a baker's dozen for me, Todd.
Oh, we passed that a while ago. I would end up hitting like 17.
I stopped at
something
one.
like that.
I
fun
went
is
to
that?
one.
I skipped Long Island. That was good. I came home instead.
That's true.
My daughter still remembered me, so that was fun.
It's always a plus, right?
Yeah, it's helpful.
So what else has happened this week? Tomorrow is Valentine's Day.
So you must have already bought like the card, the chocolate, the flowers, the whole thing.
If you asked my wife whether she thought I had bought her or the girls anything at this point, I would be interested to know what she would say. Chances are she would say no, probably not. And she's correct if she were to say that. But it's not. Wait, is it tomorrow?
Yeah,
It is tomorrow.
Valentine's Day.
Damn it.
You're screwed. Stores will be closed by the time you get out of here. You're done.
We don't do Valentine's Day.
I hate Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
No, we don't either. We might get something for the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't do that anymore.
Tied into the movie. I actually bought her a stuffed bunny.
Oh,
They did a Harley Quinn like roller derby bunny at Build-A-Bear.
oh, nice. We were up in
So-
at the mall and they had the Joker bear on clearance, like $8. So I think I got the Joker bear from Build-A-Bear.
Joker Bear.
I do want the hyena from Harley. Bruce,
That Bruce is amazing.
probably my favorite character in the movie.
Do you know what the stuffed beaver?
The beaver was kind of cool. I wish it did something. I thought it was gonna make some like she's gonna have like some kind of acid trip
Not
moment
that-
where it talks or
Stop,
something.
Sean. Don't make those faces.
Um,
Gotta turn everything dirty.
yeah. So yeah, we're
I
not.
wasn't even listening to you. I
Yeah,
don't
we're
know.
not. We're not doing much. Actually, since you guys don't want to see it tomorrow night, I'm gonna go see Sonic the Hedgehog, and then we'll do a review for that. So we'll have a review out.
That was one of the more visceral reactions. Like, hey, either of you guys want to go see Sonic? No, not at all. Nope.
I didn't think
like
so.
within 10 seconds.
I didn't think so. I'm so curious.
You caught Sean at the exact right moment. It made me laugh out loud. No,
No,
not at all.
And I knew that's what I was gonna get.
Not
so,
even a little bit.
Yeah. So
I mean, I
check
do.
that out.
I have fond memories of. Was it the original Sonic the Hedgehog on the Genesis? That
Yep.
was when it came out. So and
Packing game came with
and
the
I can
Genesis.
hear that. Hear the ding ding ding. No, it's not the
Hear the
music.
point.
It's the
Oh.
ding 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 ding. Yeah, and I enjoyed that, but I didn't play it a lot. I don't think I had my own Genesis. My sister did at home, so I played. But it just doesn't mean
Slightly
anything
older.
to me.
Genesis was college
Yeah.
for me. So you
My
were a
favorite
few years
Genesis game was
out. NHL 97.
no
94.
was the Alien 3 game.
Oh yeah,
That I love that game. And then
94 Ronick.
Dune on Genesis was awesome too.
I never played that, but did you ever play? I think it was a Genesis game, Road Rash.
Road Rash. Yep. There's actually one you can get for your PC or PlayStation now. That's like the successor to Road Rash.
Yeah,
Same kind of thing you can play online.
yeah.
Yep. Road Rash 1, 2, and 3. And there's a game called Skitchen that was Road Rash on rollerblades. That was kind of cool.
Was NHL 94 the Blackhawks?
When you had that,
Was that the Ronick one in Belfour?
Yep.
And yeah.
And the Sabres had Alexander McGinley and Pavel Bure and Grant Fuhr, and they were, yep,
Yeah, many, many hours lost to that.
yep. It's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The blue cards, the blue NHL label on the cartridge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I miss that.
Mm-hmm.
Then work and shit got in the way.
Stupid work.
So yeah, so we'll have I'll put a Sonic review out too. I think that's
Sonic.
so yeah. Anything else? Anyone else catch up on anything? Have anything to talk about? No toys yet. Awesome toys next week. To talk about that.
Didn't buy any toys. I bought sneakers
Yeah, yeah.
6 months ago or something that arrived.
Oh yeah,
Hand painted
Recently.
sneakers.
turned out great.
So, funny story. Ended up ordering a pair of custom Vans from the same people that did Kevin's for the handprint ceremony at the Chinese Theater. A friend of yours, Claire, hooked me up with the people over in the UK who painted them before she gave them to him. Tell you how long this thing took. Those were ordered while we were waiting in line to get into the New Jersey show. I was going back and forth with the person October 16th, 19th.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
It was the Asbury Park show.
Jesus Christ.
Like the kickoff of the tour, and they just arrived last week.
Crazy.
Because, in the UK,
Mm-hmm.
now they did an amazing job. She did phenomenal work on these sneakers,
Yeah, they look nice.
but they actually take vacations. So she shut down for the holidays. So she was like closed for a month and
that
everything.
nerve.
I know, right? We all need to move to France where we can take the summers off. Nothing happens for 3 months.
Nice. They are really nice though. So now they go on the shelf with all the other really nice stuff.
They
Yeah.
will go on the shelf with everything else.
The shelf of nice, which is fucking super crowded because you want a lot of nice stuff.
The shelf of nice.
Shelf of
We're
nice.
slowly going to get rid of everything non-Kev related and just focus.
Cool. Okay, so a little comic news. They announced they're doing a comic series, a direct sequel to Batman the Animated Series. It's gonna. Oh, you guys didn't see this?
No.
I like the fact that the eyes just smell like.
Now I actually
What?
Okay, let me get facts.
Do we have?
I need the
What?
facts.
No, don't go with facts.
Well, I just want to be able to tell you when it's coming out.
It's always made more fun when you make shit up.
Okay, so yeah, it's gonna be Scratch and Sniff.
Sweet. Is it going to be a hyena?
Yeah, it's gonna be, so it's gonna be called Batman: The Adventure Continues. Paul Dini's doing it.
Now wait, this
Okay.
is
I'm already in.
paper comics?
Yes, comics.
Oh. Too bad I've stopped buying.
Well, there'll be digital versions, all with the DC app, obviously. It's coming. Yeah, it's Alan Burnett and Paul Dini are doing it. It's coming out soon. Coming soon to a comic rack near you. Young Tim Drake Robin, just like it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, May 6th. So not too bad, yeah. So there's a variant cover. There's one variant cover. But yeah, so that's coming. I know you're a big animated series guy.
Oh, I'm a huge animated series guy. That is awesome. I think she would love that. Before we jump into other topics, I want to jump back to Birds of Prey for one quick second. You brought up the paper comics that, see, kids, before all this stuff just lived in a little book that you had to read.
Yes. And none of you fucking people knew who Harley Quinn was.
Actually, yesterday, the Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey title by Jimmy and Amanda dropped.
Oh, that dropped already? Ooh, fuck.
That issue 1 dropped yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Because Jimmy was all over the internet saying, see, now this is actually the name of the movie. And they absolutely loved it. But to go back to the actual movie itself, the one thing that thrilled me more than anything, and I'm sure you, like me, sat through the credits. In the credits, they actually give you a block thanking everybody that worked on the creation of those
Mott
characters.
And Jimmy and Amanda. Yeah.
Special thanks to Jimmy Palmiotti, Amanda Connor.
Yep, I did see that.
Bruce Timm.
Pointed it out.
So the one thing that has always been lacking, other than, hey, thank you, Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Or you might get a Ditko shout out or something like that.
Yeah.
They thanked everybody
creators.
that worked. I mean, there was a block of like the extras and Kevin. There was a block of names.
Yeah, it was Tim and Dini, and then everyone who worked on that.
Everybody that
and
worked
Rebirth
on.
run.
I mean, anybody that touched upon Huntress, anybody that touched upon Canary, it was. They all got a shout out in that.
Yeah,
that was kind of sweet to see.
Which is good, especially because these aren't. This is not Batman and Superman. These characters are only as popular as they are because, especially Harley. I mean, she was always popular, but Jimmy and Amanda kind of took her to another friggin' level.
Did you see Finger and Kane got a shout out?
Oh, no.
Because they touched upon the Batman characters. Some of these were...
yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
You brought up Joker. You brought up some of the others, so...
Yeah, Zaz was in it. So
yeah. No, they went all the way back with the thank yous, which was...
That's good.
Pretty solid.
It's very good. Okay, so speaking of comic movies, there has been some hubbub on the interwebby this week. Technical terms.
Hubba bubba?
Hubbub.
No, I think it was the interwebby.
Interwebbies.
Do you use the Wi-Fi to get at that?
Yeah.
Sometimes?
Yeah. There's a space there. It's Wi-Fi, not Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Jesus Christ.
Wi-Fi.
Get with it. No.
Like sofa, Wi-Fi. Okay.
I'm so confused.
John Krasinski was doing an interview, and they had brought up his screen test for Captain America back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
For anyone who doesn't know, John Krasinski was the second choice to play Captain America until they put him next to, as he puts it, they put me next to Chris Hemsworth. They realized this guy doesn't have any fucking muscle to be a Marvel guy, so we can't use him. That's exactly what did it too. They put him next to Hemsworth, like, we can't have this. So Chris Evans became Captain America, and John Krasinski went back to selling paper in Pennsylvania. So
it's gone so poorly.
Yeah, it worked out okay for him.
He's doing good. So there's been this kind of long-standing rumor that, because it's happened to other people too, that if Marvel screen tests you and you come in second, they keep you in their pocket for when they need you for something else. So a lot of people think that Krasinski has been kind of kept on the back burner to play Mr. Fantastic. Further compounded by the fact that when they relaunched the book, they basically started drawing him to look like John Krasinski and his wife.
A spitting image.
Because his wife, Emily Blunt, was also the second choice to play Black Widow. She couldn't do it because she was doing the Tom Cruise Live, Die, Repeat movie, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
That movie
with changing titles.
The movie, it changed titles 100 times. I believe that was the movie she was doing. And that was supposed to be a three-parter or something like that until it kind of did not meet expectations at the theater.
Wasn't.
I loved it.
So there's been this whole thing about like, it's going to be Krasinski and Blunt because they draw the characters like them. They've had them, their eye on them. They're kind of like in the breaking case of emergency glass kind of bubble.
And Lord knows Disney does kind of shove the characters into the books after.
Oh, yeah.
They will start to retrofit
We've
all
talked about
those
it many times how they do it. So anyway, so he was doing an interview and they asked him about that and he kind of let it slip that, he's talked to them about Mr. Fantastic and they hope they still have him in mind. So then everyone went kind of, because obviously the Fantastic Four coming, they were announced at San Diego Comic-Con. They were on the timeline. They're not coming this year, obviously, but you need to get, especially because, we talked about before, you fired all your big guns. You don't have Captain America anymore.
Yeah.
You don't have Iron Man. You still have Thor kicking around. You can't survive on Ant-Man and Black Panther and Captain Marvel. You can't do it.
You could pull in Daredevil and Punisher. And,
You're going to have to do things on a Birds of Prey budget.
You could.
Which
Daredevil would make be a
right.
prime example. And we'll actually probably bring up a couple more names later on with some people you could do in the $60 million range. But you need the Fantastic Four. They were your first super
They're the
group.
first family.
It's
First family
clobbering time.
Exactly. You need all that shit. So what do
It's
you...
the only one I remember is...
That's it? You just remember the
From
thing?
my childhood, the Thing was the one, like, you know.
I liked a big rock man in a trench coat.
Yeah.
on
It's
Yancey
fedora.
Street. Yeah, on Yancey Street.
Yeah.
So let's just say that it is John Krasinski and Emily Blunt who are going to play Sue and Reeve. What are your thoughts on that? Any problems with either of those?
No, I mean, primarily for me, again, I'm looking forward to any new Marvel movie at this point. But the two of them are fantastic. Right. I mean,
I think that's a great foundation.
I love them as actors in, you know, I mean, I love Krasinski when he's got a chance to be slightly, you know, sarcastic.
Did you see Quiet Place?
No. And
It's
I've heard
amazing.
it's awesome.
Bonkers.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So I love him. And she's been fantastic at so many things. So right there, you've got me. If you screw up with them in those roles, you deserve every
there's no
horrible thing that's going to come to you. But they won't.
They won't. They'll nail the story.
Yeah. So I think
I'm not concerned with that.
I think that's a serious anchor.
I think it'd be interesting having these two characters that, I mean, they're tied to the hip. There's no, like, they go off on their own. They're married. They're like were they the first comic wedding, I believe?
Oh, yeah. Maybe.
All that shit, right? So you have a real life husband and wife playing this team. I mean, that can only help those characters.
You just got such a deep bench of stories with those guys, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The number of people that have filtered through that group, it opens you up to She-Hulk. You can tie in with Spider-Man. I mean, there's...
Yep.
Then you use Doom as your big bad in the next phase.
Space, and you get all the space stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
So, and plus also, like, one thing that I didn't like is when you try to do Sue and Reeve, and either they're both like fucking 19 years old, or Reeve is 36 and Sue's 22, whatever they did back in the day. It just didn't work out.
I've seen none of the recent attempts at Fantastic.
You need the Fantastic Four as a foundation if you ever want to go into Secret Wars. If you ever want to try to do any of those storylines.
Yep. Yeah, they are the ones.
Reed plays a huge part in all of that.
So let's do this, just because everyone on the internet has an opinion about movies and people like the fan cast. If you could fill in the team, if you had to pick...
One of the two things it's for. Bitch about movies.
If you had to pick a Johnny, a Thing, and a Victor Von Doom, who you going with? Any thoughts on any of them?
I mean, I want Bautista as the Thing.
Okay.
I'm going Cena.
Cena was my choice too.
Yeah.
Because
I think Cena he can play that rockhead.
Well, plus Cena in human form looks like a guy in his late 30s who played football in college.
Yeah, he could be that guy.
Yeah, and I think he's only like 2 years older than Krasinski, so the fact that they were friends in college.
Plus, I guess they wouldn't do Bautista because he's...
So John Cena's kind of getting into more movie stuff, like he's in Fast and Furious, and I could see Marvel wanting...
fire.
And I could see Marvel seeing The Rock on the DC side. Mm-hmm. Beep. What's the time on that?
The time is 28:15. Beep.
Beep. So I could see them wanting to grab Cena to kind of combat The Rock being on the DC side, and I don't want them using Cena for a real character. I want him in a green suit with ping pong balls where he's just a CGI guy. So I don't think he's the greatest actor.
I certainly have no problem with that.
You don't have to go that deep for Ben Grimm, though. I mean, it's not. It's not a hard character.
But I don't want them taking like, we should grab the other wrestling guy because there's the Rock's over there and try to make him like Adam Warlock or Quasar Century or something.
Hulk Hogan, 85 years old.
Yeah,
exactly.
No,
he's ripped again, but he's
Batista would work too, but I think
they're not going to use him.
But they already got him as Drax.
Yeah,
so.
I think Cena's.
Yeah,
that would be my guy.
Anyone got a Johnny Storm pick?
Rob Pattinson.
No, he's busy. He's already got a suit. I'm trying to think of your younger, wisecracking.
Yeah. See, the internet seems to think that Zac Efron's the way to go on that.
But Adam Scott.
Yeah.
Adam Scott. I think he's too old. He's like 45, actually.
The golfer?
No.
Oh.
Tiger Woods.
No,
Take a step back. I mean, if we're going I hate to say it, it's in this day and age, you're going to have to go diversity in that slot.
So I'm going no diversity.
We're bringing
on
Michael
this.
B. Jordan back.
No,
It's,
no,
I mean,
no. I'm not trying to force diversity.
they're
on
going to
this one.
flip it. It's going to be his sister.
Oh, you can't do that. You can't do it.
Yeah.
No.
Probably. That's kind of what
They
I
already
was
got
thinking.
Pattinson as Batman.
Yeah.
Just bring Kristen Stewart in and we'll be done.
Oh, good.
Oh, no. Please. Come on.
Trolling son of a bitch.
Same.
Okay, so I'm saying Efron. I mean, to me, he basically played the character in the Baywatch movie, and they were talking to him at one point in time. People thought it was for Adam Warlock. I could easily see
Yeah,
they
but
were.
just- They know they're going to say he should be standing next to the Rock, not this chucklehead.
Yeah.
Bring me Black Adam.
Anyone have a Victor Von Doom pick? So you have to go with a kid because Krasinski's a little bit older, so you can go with someone roughly in the same age range.
I think you can even go a little older.
Yeah, I got mine.
Bryan Cranston.
Not bad.
Bardem.
Oh, I mean,
Michael Shannon.
Shannon would work. He's a little older.
Yeah,
Shannon would work.
and
yeah.
he can be fucking batshit crazy too.
He
Bardem
is
would work too.
batshit crazy.
But we
Yeah.
want to save
You
him
could
for
use
Craven,
Daniel
right?
Craig.
Ooh, that's not bad.
I could see Daniel
Yeah, I
Craig
mean,
pulling
speaking
that
of
off.
Daniel Craig, you saw there's a Knives Out sequel coming with him.
Yeah.
There was a Twitter thread started by
All the
the
Knives
movie's account, Knives Out, soliciting titles for the follow-on. And
Yeah.
there was some really hilarious.
Bernardin went off. He gave him a list. And
Yeah,
Oh, yeah? I need to listen to
spoons up or some shit like that.
Yeah.
that.
He gave him the entire kitchen.
I like
Yeah.
Knives In.
Yeah, well, it's funny because like they announced the sequel, and then I guess on Collider or something like that, they were talking to Rian Johnson, like, yeah, no, I just heard about that. I guess I have to write a movie now. Like he had no fucking clue. It's like,
He had bullshit.
No.
he had
Yeah.
already sent him the treatment.
no, yeah, no, I know.
What the fork?
What the fuck?
Are they going to bring it back here to film again? We got more buildings they can burn down.
There we go.
I don't know. We'll see.
So yeah, so, no, I mean, hopefully they do the Fantastic Four right because
Yeah, that'd be great.
it just did. You need that because
It just opens up so many other doors for you.
it
Like
does.
you really did kill off that whole Avengers side.
It opens
You
up.
can use some of
It
them,
opens
but-
up a door that you just kind of closed, right? You need something to open.
Well, hell, you know what? If you do the Fantastic Four first,
Yeah.
depending on when in the Fantastic Four is, like, you know, if you don't do the origins,
Mm-hmm.
if somehow you can skip the origin somehow, which I know you probably can't because it's the first Disney one.
yeah, they're going to have to.
But
do
if
it.
Franklin's around with the ball, you can bring all the mutants in without, you know, you fucked up by not doing with the snap. You can just open up the friggin'
What,
Okay,
what
since
are you
we're-
talking about?
since-
Franklin and the ball.
Franklin
You don't know
Richards,
who
their kid.
Franklin is?
No,
Sue and Reeve have a kid.
He is
Franklin Richards.
mainly DC. He didn't
yeah.
Oh, that's
read
true.
any of this.
So, do you remember the Onslaught when like Magneto fused with Professor X and made this giant
no,
Okay.
no.
Franklin Richards is basically the key to the multiverse on the Marvel side, kind of.
Oh, okay.
And he can that's how they rebooted that's how they got the Ultimates. They rebooted everything.
His
Yeah.
balls are full of universes.
No, just he had everyone like
hinged.
trapped like in a kickball. He's so strong. He was able to
Kickball.
a bunch of batch happened, and he was able to.
Boom.
Well, no,
Boom.
that's where he decided to put everything to keep it safe so it could be rearranged.
Kickball.
Or yeah,
Excellent.
You're questioning the DC storytelling, really.
their kid ends up being this super strong like celestial character, basically.
Wielder of kickballs.
Yes. Plus, like Chris was saying, you get
Like him and Galactus. And
yeah,
Surfer.
you get the Surfer, you get Galactus, you get all of
Okay,
that stuff.
all right.
King the Conqueror. Don't you need them for King the Conqueror too?
I think you do.
And the Wrecking Crew, you need them for the Wrecking Crew. I mean, you can go. We were talking before. We've talked about Rogues Galleries that match up with Batman's.
Yeah.
Fantastic Fours might not be as well known
Mhm.
as say Spider-Man's or Batman's, but it stretches the far.
Does that give us Mole Man?
Ooh, the Underminer.
Yeah.
The Underminer.
No, you get a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So that's hope. Fingers crossed.
I just want Secret Wars. I want to get to that point. I love those stories when I was a kid.
The Secret Wars.
It's essentially Jesus comes down and plays with the superheroes. He does. He wears a white suit, big padded
Yeah.
shoulder. It's weird.
Excellent.
I'm in. One last Marvel bit. So we talked briefly about the Disney Plus ad, the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Yep.
yes.
There are a whole bunch, and you probably haven't read any of them. I know DJ
Nothing.
probably read all of them. There's a bunch of theories coming out of that ad that they're thinking that Wanda is going to be the key to the jumping off point in Phase 4.
Mm-hmm.
That she's basically what you see her jumping through the various sitcoms
Mm-hmm.
is going to cause Wanda to break.
Yeah, it's basically her having a mental breakdown. because Vision's not around.
And then it brings on, right, she's having these images of all these various lives she could have had with Vision.
And that's how you get the madness from Doctor Strange too.
And also ties into, which would bring you World War Hulk, which would bring Ruffalo back.
God, that'd be so good.
Yeah, that's
That World War
nice
Hulk story
theory.
was awesome.
They're not going to shy away from cranking out shows.
No, and they, and they've already, I forget who it was, someone in the Marvel side was doing an interview, and they basically said it's like, you think Captain Marvel is powerful, you think Thanos is powerful, wait till Figure 1 and Maximoff let loose.
When she loses it.
So maybe instead of using Franklin, they just have her rearrange all of rearrange all the matter.
You already have the character established.
I mean, you could use her to bring in the X-Men.
They are also saying that Loki's going to be taking place in like an alternate reality.
Yeah, it's like it's an
a creation of his own mind.
Yeah.
Gives you a lot of outs.
Good. Yeah, no, I mean, if you want to sandbox the TV shows, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Just give me more of them.
Oh, you're going to get all of them.
All the TV shows.
They have so much IP to play with.
Good. When the next Daredevil season
They
start?
better be bringing that back soon.
Seriously, no shit.
D'Onofrio has some free time on his hands.
Yeah.
Get him in the fucking suit.
So speaking of stuff that we want.
Yes.
So
Bowl of ice cream right now. I'm so freaking hungry.
oh my God, that sounds so good. I want ice cream.
I'm so full.
I had like a frozen chicken pot pie for lunch, and then I
Thought
had a
that
bag
was
of
going to
Doritos.
go someplace sweet, so instead it went to chicken pot pie, and that was not as
I'm
good.
saying, like,
Chicken
all I've
pot
eaten,
pie's delicious, too.
all I've eaten today is
Yeah, but-
a bag of Doritos and a freaking Marie Callender's chicken pot pie.
Like, I want an entire pint of Ben and Jerry's and a box of cheese.
You start something with Marie Callender's, and I go one direction, and it ends up in chicken pot pie. Twice now.
I'm sorry.
You've taken me in the direction of some kind of yummy dessert,
Okay,
and it's ended up in a savory thing
so
that I do
ice
love,
creams.
But
Have you seen the barrage of new Ben and Jerry's flavors that's
Oh
come
my
out?
God, they're
No.
announcing them left and right.
Oh, there's like freaking 9 of them.
Yeah.
I have
So
not
you
seen
got the
anything.
Netflix and chill one.
Hulu and Hump will be coming out any day now.
There's some awesome coffee one that just came out. There's some some social justice warrior one, whatever. That it sounded amazing, even though whatever. But they're bringing some vaulted some graveyard flavors back too. Like cannoli's coming back.
Nice.
Have you ever gone to the factory?
No.
You have.
I have, yeah, a
No,
couple times.
I should.
Going to the flavor graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I should. That's actually that's not a far trip for
So
us.
is that a zombie flavor?
It's a very far. It's
Is
They
it?
should. That's a marketing thing they
It's a
should
far
do
trip.
for like Halloween time. They should raise flavors from the dead,
They could film it right in the graveyard. Water
Yeah,
coming out of the
zombie-
ground. And
yeah.
They have tombstones for all
and
the
they
places.
just
Yeah,
do
they
a
do.
special. That's
Maybe this summer since we're not doing
4
much, we
hours?
should.
yeah.
4.5 up there.
So maybe
seven?
drive out there, stay out there for one night, and come back.
As usual, I only saw it because it was a Kevin show in Burlington.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
It's,
I do love ice cream.
I could move up there in a heartbeat. I love that town.
Yeah,
You've gone to
except
visit
for all the
lunch.
parts of the year where it sucks.
Like right now.
Yes,
Anyway, so what were we talking about again? What were you doing?
you were heading towards a top 3 topic.
Oh yes. So let's go.
Sean gets so aggravated when I do that.
no, you brought me the ice cream. I really don't
Peanut
have
butter
A,
half baked.
Oh yeah.
You've lost me.
the
I'll say
broken
something
record
as you bring
sound.
it to me. Yeah. go ahead.
Stop at Shaw's on the way home and get ice cream.
I'm hitting the gas station as soon as we're done.
So Shaw's has them. I think they're 2 for $8 right, or 2 for $5 right now, or something like that.
Okay, let's get through this.
Okay. Anyway, so so Chris can go give himself diabetes. Give me 3 characters you want showing up in the next wave or 2 of Marvel movies. It could be characters that have never touched live action yet. It could be something that someone else owned.
just
Whatever you got.
Marvel Comics. Okay.
Yeah, Marvel Comics.
So I don't have any honorable mentions.
I got a couple.
So I'll let you.
I got
guys-
one.
Okay, go.
Cloak-and-Dagger.
Okay.
I liked what they were starting to do with the TV series. I would love to see what they could do as like a PG-13 or an R-rated movie. And that's something you could do. You don't need a lot of support from other characters. You can completely work that as a standalone if you had a cameo here or there.
Yeah.
But this goes back to what we're talking about. You got to build a lot of these characters from the ground up. You fired all of your big guns.
Yeah.
So you need to start building some other content. And that's something Harley was 10 when that show dropped. That caught her interest.
Yeah.
That brought her reading some of the books.
Yeah. Athena got into the Runaways.
Yeah.
Who the hell was it?
It's the same
What I
idea.
thought.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like I just talked about, I wouldn't mind having Daredevil back as long as Charlie Cox.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's been some rumors we might get him somewhere in Spider-Man land, but give me that back. Also, like I know they're coming, but you know the X-Men obviously, especially Gambit and Rogue. You know, you
Yeah.
talk about doing like a WandaVision TV show. Give me a Rogue and Gambit movie. Although they are saying now that it's very possible. Pre-reference that non-Channing Tatum Gambit is what I want.
No, you got to have Corky play him. But Gambit is giant and buff.
Yeah,
makes sense.
And he can dance like a motherfucker too. There's a rumor out there now that they are talking about grabbing random X-Men and inserting them into these movies to put.
They're going to backdoor the X-Men?
Yeah, so there's a rumor that Rogue might be the bad guy for Captain Marvel too. Which would be great because the whole reason
Rogue becomes getting her powers, it ties in.
Grabbing hold of Captain Marvel.
Yeah, exactly.
Also saying they might shoehorn Storm into Black Panther too.
That could work.
Which makes sense.
I'm fine.
So so give me those. And then another weird character I used to love back in the day. I used to like the New Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Night Thrasher was the head of the New Warriors. He's basically street level.
Is he a partner in crime of Night Monkey?
Close.
Don't go looking through the catalog.
There's
lots of knights and there's lots of blacks. There's 2 pages of black this, black that. Black.
Night Thrasher's the black dude in a cool suit with 2 batons that just beats the fucking bag off of guys he doesn't like.
Beats the bag off. I have not heard that phrase.
He's an African American daredevil that just beats people up with his batons.
But he's got no
no powers. He's just out
he's
there
just super athletic. Yeah,
beating the shit out of people.
Yeah, it's almost like
Is he a failed football player?
He might have been.
Yeah,
he might have. You make him a failed MMA fighter.
I got one other one before we let Sean talk, and he's got his notebook up and he's ready. So I want Alpha Flight, just because I want to see how they'll do Puck.
I know I want Puck too. You know, would make an awesome.
We're not allowed to say the word.
Imagine if you made a
Dinklage.
Well, no, you do the John Rhys Davies thing where you shrink down a normal actor.
Can we shrink down the Rock? Just giant rock head.
You shrink down like Zach Galifianakis or someone funny. Make him just like this angry like.
But he's got the giant forearms.
He does.
Hairy and furry.
That's enough honorable mentions.
Okay.
But it's funny that you ended with Alpha Flight because that has some relation to my number 3. I actually have a pair of number 3s.
Are they Franklin's balls?
They're not Franklin's balls since I wasn't aware of Franklin and his balls before this.
You missed out.
But so this was a tough topic for me because, as we've discussed, my Marvel depth is not very deep. Like, I had trouble thinking of a Marvel Comics character other than the Netflix ones that hadn't already been in the movies. So I actually went and looked through the comics that I actually own that are Marvel Comics, and I selected characters from those comics.
Okay.
Is it Barack Obama from the September 11th?
No, but that would have...
He does have it in a poly bag.
That would have qualified. So, and then I ended up with 6, but I realized they kind of paired up nicely. So the first pair for number 3, Alf and Gargamel.
Okay.
I have the famous Alf screwing a seal Marvel Comics issue. and I have a few issues of the Smurfs also put up by Marvel Comics, and Gargamel seemed like he'd be fun to pull into the Marvel universe.
So, and Alf eats Gargamel's cat, right?
They don't have to be in the same movie. I'm just saying I'd like to see them in the mix.
I mean, if you get Gargamel, you get Azrael.
Can Hank Azaria play Gargamel again? Because that was fucking awesome. That Smurf movie sucked, but that was awesome.
Can we have John Cena voice Hefty Smurf?
There we go. Or Invisible Smurf. You can't see me.
Alf, Gargamel.
Smurf.
Chris, what's your number 3? Hey, you set me up for this because you talked about using DC characters to answer the Marvel top 3. So I'm actually better than
those are the 3 that I want.
Yeah.
But I do have actual characters. My number 3 is Felicia Hardy, the Black Cat. That's essentially Spider-Man's Catwoman.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that one.
All of those storylines.
Any casting thoughts?
Not sound very male, but she has to be smoking hot.
It's beyond like a Catwoman type. I mean, she is a smoker.
Oh yeah, it's a different thing. But
I don't know. I'd have to think about that one for a little while.
Yeah, but still.
You almost kind of get like, for something like that, you almost have to get like an unknown. Or a lesser known.
Like a young Pam Anderson. She has a look split up, but not the chops. Except
she's got to have acting chops.
Yeah, you need the acting chops there. I don't know. I'll think about it as you guys talk.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, my number 3 is you're out of Avengers, so you need to start plugging some of those Avengers holes.
With strong with multiple balls?
Yeah, with Franklin's balls, actually. Wonder Man.
Oh, Simon Williams one?
Yeah,
oh,
give me Simon Williams Wonder Man.
Jacket? Turtleneck?
I think they would.
You want the giant W on the chest?
They would do the giant W on the chest. I think.
Oh, I
They'd
like-
probably like add some
That
arm.
late 70s, early 80s.
So I don't know anything.
yeah.
What's,
trench coat.
The Perez one.
who's Wonder Man?
Wonder Man is actor who super strength, shoots beams out of his eyes.
Okay.
Kind of
That's a
dick.
good one.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Nice. All right. My number 2 is again a pair, but they're kind of related. Both Marvel Comics characters in issues that I own.
Okay.
Indiana Jones and Han Solo.
And a buddy cop movie?
Sure.
Can they go?
Old buddy.
Can they go steal the metallic Funko that's going to be at Emerald City Con?
Disney Parks is getting a 10-inch
I
non-metallic.
know I'm missing it. It's at the end of the month.
Oh, fuck.
I have my casting.
Okay.
Amelia Clark. Daenerys.
I mean,
I think you can pull
she's
that
a
off.
little slight for Black Cat. Like
Yeah,
Black.
she's tall and thin, and that's not a muscular character. She's
tall?
a cat person.
No, I think
Is she
she's-
too old considering that?
No, she's not too old.
No, she could
Come
play
on.
opposite Holland.
Okay, well, I'm saying
Yeah.
he's 22. She's like 33 now.
Yeah, come on. That's
just asking.
fine.
Yeah, she still
Yeah,
looked
the-
young as Daenerys.
Yeah.
7 years in.
Yeah, my only thought is she seems a little petite.
Yeah, I could see that. She played opposite Momoa.
Of course, that may be why she seems petite to me. It's 'cause-
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause she's just
Yeah.
gonna get ragdolled by freaking Khal
Yeah.
Drogo.
yeah,
Let me see how tall she is. But it was the Daenerys
yeah. No,
image
that works.
that kind
Yep.
of
That's just
set in my head.
Though she'd probably be like, "Do I have to be a blonde again?"
Yes.
Right,
You want
yeah.
the fucking paycheck, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're asking
that's
the
a good point. Okay,
okay. So Indy and Han Solo.
yeah.
I
I mean, come on, Indiana Jones in a Marvel Universe movie, and Han Solo in a okay. Indy works a little bit better, but
okay.
hey,
I'll go
you
with it.
asked, I answered. I
You did.
actually
No,
followed
I
the
have,
rules.
No.
I have no qualms. They were in a Marvel comic.
No problem.
They were. Okay.
And a DC comic. Like, wasn't the Indiana Jones license shifted from Marvel to DC? Like, I have, or no,
Maybe.
not Dark Horse or
Oh, it could
something
be
like
Dark
that,
Horse,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they
I don't think it went
definitely
to Big Boy
shifted
DC.
between because I had to choose.
Star Wars definitely. Star
I had
Wars
to
was
choose where
Dark
to-
Horse.
Yeah, I had to
Marvel
choose
first. Marvel
where-
back in the day, and
Marvel-
then Dark Horse
Yeah.
during
The original run was Marvel.
special edition.
I
Now
wasn't
they're back
sure
to
where
Marvel.
to file
With yet
the
another number
Indy
one.
series. I didn't want to split them up.
Yeah, you see, they brought.
This delights me.
You see,
Yeah,
Padme's been alive the whole time. That's the new thing from the new Vader book.
I didn't.
Fuck
I
you,
know. I said fuck you.
Marvel.
You're rebooting them again.
Yeah, fuck you,
Another
Marvel.
set of number ones.
Pricks. Okay, what we got, Chris?
My number 2 ties directly into our Fantastic Four discussion. Submariner,
Ooh, Namor.
which gives
I
you
figured you'd come up with that one.
which shout out to Jake. That's his boy. That gives you a lot of your play with the Susan Richards, Submariner storylines. I mean, there's a lot you can play off of that Fantastic Four back one. And that's an obvious one. I mean, that character has been out there for decades and decades. You can pull storylines with him in Iron Man. You can
Here's your
pull,
diversity plug. You can make him Asian or something like that. You can do whatever you want to do with him.
and how many different groups has he shown up in? We've seen Invaders. I don't think he was never in the Defenders. I don't
There's
believe.
water everywhere.
Yeah.
But there you go.
Excellent.
It's a
excellent.
layup.
Sticking with the letter N, I'm going Nova.
Ah,
Okay.
that's
been rumored for
I
a
mean,
little while.
It has
too.
been. The
He
Nova.
had Nova Core.
Yeah, but when you have like the Nova guy,
yeah,
I mean, if nothing else, I just like the suit.
Yeah.
He's one of the coolest looking characters. Like I remember back when I was a kid.
I must not have it right in my head. In my head, it looks like a turquoise blue guy wearing the Subaru logo or something.
No. It's like navy blue with the big gold helmet.
No, I think I'm thinking of it correctly.
Okay. So do you remember those Marvel like Masterworks cards back in the day?
Yep.
I'm just
I think the
remember,
only one I have left is my Stan Lee.
oh, really?
Yeah.
I just remember like, when they do anything like that, like the higher end art, Nova just popped for me. And then they've used him a lot more like in the Spider-Man cartoon and stuff like that. And he's just a cool character.
Cool.
I like it.
All right, my number 1. Similarly, a pair of related characters
Can't even wait to hear this.
published by Marvel Comics.
He's like the Campbell Soup Kids and Dilbert.
Roland the Gunslinger and Randall Flagg.
Oh. Wait, Randall Flagg.
He's the walking man from The Stand, but also
oh, yeah,
right.
yeah.
but also the evil character throughout the Dark Tower series.
Wow, he has cheated way more than I ever have.
But I thought all that stuff was Dark Horse.
No,
it went
that's
Marvel.
all pure
Did
Marvel.
it at one point in time?
It did
No,
go
it was
Marvel.
it was all Marvel.
They're not Marvel creations, but yeah, they're all Marvel licensed
Published.
characters.
Mhm.
Oh, I thought.
That's-
Okay.
I followed the rules.
You lazy son of a bitch.
But it's also honest. Any of those characters I would like to see in Marvel Universe movies.
There you go.
I would love to see a good Roland the Gunslinger movie.
Yeah.
Never gonna happen.
I really want them to make Needful Things too, but that needs to be a series.
Yeah.
You could do that
That'd be
over
a good anthology series,
Yeah,
yeah.
you could do that over a couple seasons and just let them fuck with
I
everybody.
still haven't watched the second season of whatever the movie was that Mark wrote
Castle
on
Rock?
Castle Rock. Yeah, I haven't watched the
It's
second.
excellent.
Yeah,
You'll like it.
I know I will like it.
No. All right. Now that we've hit on every character that's not in the MCU, I'm going
Wasn't
back.
that what we were asking for?
Yeah. Fine. You beat me in my own game. You cheated better.
I Chris Davis'd you.
You did. My number one is an answer I give constantly when we talk about Marvel characters. It's Kraven the Hunter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I want
Yep.
Kraven.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't care what movie it ends
I
up
think
in.
we're getting him.
I want Kraven in the MCU.
I think you're getting him next Spider-Man movie.
I hope so.
Cool.
I mean, that's the logical one. And that's,
He is
I
awesome.
want to get my ass off the couch. That'll get me to the Cineplex.
Yeah. Kind of similar, I guess. Moon Knight.
Okay, yeah.
You want Marvel's Batman,
Basically Marvel's Batman, yep. He's got a little more
played
But
by
it's
Michael
got
B.
like a
Jordan.
round moon head.
no, he's not like a moon head. No. He's got a
What do you think? It's like the moon from like the old McDonald's commercials
Yes.
of the Mac the Night. Jesus Christ.
But the full moon, not the crescent.
It was
moon.
Mary
Yeah,
McCheese
yeah,
ever like a
yeah,
Marvel
that's-
character? Because I would go maybe.
Oh,
No,
Mary Mc-
We got to record when Sean's tired more often.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is fun.
And
No, it's
with
not.
especially what we were talking about with the Wanda stuff and the Doctor Strange 2 and all this like crazy like mystical power shit they're trying to go with. Moon Knight kind of fits in. He gets his powers from Egypt kind of. It would be a nice counter program to the Black Adam stuff, also like Egypty power stuff.
He is kind of like this weird combination of Dr. Fate and Batman.
Yeah, and I've said before, I fucking love me some Dr. Fate.
Yeah.
So and he probably would work better as a show because the setup is so fucking weird.
Yeah.
You really can't like shoehorn in like at the first 50 minutes of a
Yeah,
movie.
you're not going to.
Yeah.
So do a show, whatever. But Moon Knight, that's kind of lazy. A lot of people say Moon Knight, but he really is a fucking cool character.
I think
He's schizophrenic too, which is kind of neat.
I would love to see Disney Plus and the Marvel shows really dig into these various things and then have the movies be focal points of characters, no origin, no, instead special event movies that either pull characters from multiple stories or tie together a particular event or whatever, but let all that origin stuff and the character building happen
Sit on TV
on TV.
and then save the movies for Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
they already said that if you don't have Disney Plus and you don't watch WandaVision, once Doctor Strange 2 comes around, you're going to be fucking lost. You have to watch these shows to keep up with the movies.
I think
Which
that's a
it's
great
kind of a
thing.
dick move, some people think, but it's smart.
I mean, Stephen Griss, paging Stephen Griss.
Yeah.
You need to start
Start watching
catching
some
up,
fucking
dude.
movies.
Yeah.
It's kind of a dick move, but you're assuming they're making them for you. They're making them for the bottom line.
Oh, understood. No, I think
all for me.
making them
Consumers from cradle to grave.
I think for someone who like us, we're not like obviously like everyone's grandparents like to go watch the Marvel movies now and stuff, but for the people who read the books and know the characters, it is for me because it's like all the in-depth story shit that you want for your character, we're gonna do it on TV and then we'll just blow up shit in a movie and make it eye candy.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
As long as Disney keeps the price point somewhere around where they are, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
As long as you're not getting Netflix type dollars,
No, and they've kept I had the price point for 3 years, so I'm fine.
you won't see it bump up until Netflix
No,
starts.
and if
dying
it
down.
goes even goes like a buck or a couple of bucks, wherever you're still gonna you can do 1 or 2 price increases, probably every February overnight with no one realizing.
I was going to say they'll just take the Netflix model. I remember when it was $6.99.
Yeah, exactly.
Not anymore.
Exactly. Okay, so Chris had Black Hat, Namor the Submariner, and I just blacked out for it to write it down. Who's your number one again? I'm sorry.
Craven.
Kraven the Hunter. Duh. Should have known that. I had Wonder Man, Nova, and Moon Knight.
And Sean has the Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah. Fucking Sean had Alf, Gargamel, Indiana Jones, Han Solo, Randall Flagg, and The Walking Man.
No, Randall Flagg and Roland the
Roland.
Gunslinger.
Oh, Roland the Gunslinger. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I don't know my Stephen King as well. He picked Gargamel.
Partly because I knew you would react.
That's awesome. No, it's
I
good.
thought,
It's good. I'm just glad he came up with 3 things.
yeah.
Instead, you said they're spinning like a fucking, like a
I
broken,
came up with 6
broken
things,
web browser.
and then realized they were 3 good pairs.
There we go. Awesome. Okay, so just tease some housekeeping. We're gonna I'll have a Sonic the Hedgehog movie review coming out soon.
That will be a one-party review.
Be a one party.
No,
I might
no.
grab one of our friends from one of our other local shows to do it with. I'm gonna be covering PAX East for video game stuff. So I'll have some.
Excellent.
I'll be doing some stuff like that on Twitter. Hopefully, get some video interviews, etc. And then I put on Twitter today. We got our media passes for Ace Comic Con Boston.
Holy shit, we're all grown up.
I know, all grown up. So we're not going to get to like interview friggin' Chris Evans and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Although I'll get to. I do have the VIP pack.
But we'll send you
Kenobi.
discreet
We'll
pictures.
interview
Yeah.
people who look at them.
Yeah. There we go. Maybe we can find Gargamel and Alf.
Was he nice? Was it cool?
So
I just
Obi-Wan Kenobi VIP.
I just mentioning
we'll get knockoff. We'll get Obi-Wan Kenobi.
mentioning
Spanish guy with the lightsaber in the corner.
yeah mentioning Stephen
Black
Chris
Mask.
just a minute ago. I remembered I had a message to check from him, and he's blowing me up because he watched the craziest docu-series and wanted me to watch it. Have you guys heard of McMillions?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't watched it
Oh
yet.
my God, I went deep when they were writing the stories. When that was first broke,
Yeah.
I was fascinated.
Yeah, I
by that
remember
whole
I remember the stories.
The guy
but
who ripped off the.
yes.
thing.
I remember Affleck was going to make a movie, and then the rights freaking.
So
Yeah, he owned it
so
for
the
a little while.
docu-series, but Chris highly recommends it.
The story's bonkers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
I love
How
that. I
long
love
he
that
pulled this
stuff.
thing off.
Mhm.
You know how many French fries my fat ass used to buy back in the day to try to win Monopoly? I should sue.
I'm sure I could correlate your fat ass with that number.
It was a lot. It was a lot. A lot of hash browns. They were the cheapest way to get the game.
You're going to get a text later. You know how much money you spent on McDonald's? If you had just done this.
Trust me, I was 400 pounds. A lot of money at McDonald's. A lot of nuggets. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so once again, thanks for listening to us baffle about bullshit.
Baffle?
Baffle?
Oh, I think
It is
that's accurate.
baffling,
Yeah,
yes.
it's
It
baffling.
It
is
is baffling how, yeah.
I don't know how we've lasted this long.
I know. So have a good night, everybody. Thank you much.
Later, kids.
Bye.